welcome to Movie Fight. Z.
Michael. Brandon.
Jimmy.
James.
Who's Michael today?
I don't know. Michael's back.
Michael.
Yeah, we got everybody back.
Yeah, it's weird, you
We're
know.
rolling 5 deep. 6 if you count Adam, but he does.
5.5.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we've has been since last year.
Stop.
Wait. Have they seen the end of the year one yet? Is it even out?
Yeah, all
Okay,
ones
so we
are
can
out.
make that joke and it's real.
Mhm. We had 3 released last week, so now they all.
What? Yeah, who gave you a pee touch? 'Cause
No, they
you
got some
paid
money.
Work
It's
done.
it's called the power of money.
Oh.
Yeah, but the bad thing is because of how long we've waited to put them out,
Yeah.
and because of how quickly they went out, their view counts are like a fourth of what they were beforehand.
Wow.
So that's the bad thing.
So it's 4 views instead.
It's like 9 instead of like 40.
Okay.
So we'll get there eventually.
This is gonna bring it back. We have the whole gang back
Yeah.
together.
But the whole gang back, all of us.
Yeah.
So we'll start off how we always do with some of the trailers. Giving them a thumbs up or thumbs down if they're good or bad.
Son of the South.
You stuttered there a little bit.
So
Little bit.
you Mike Tyson that a lot. You're like the son of the South.
All right, I hope it. Oh, did you guys see that Mike Tyson trailer?
With him and Hafthor Bjornsson, the action movie.
What?
I know I told you guys
Ooh.
about that.
Ooh.
Okay, there's an action movie with Mike
We'll pull that up
Tyson.
after. We'll pull that up
Yeah.
after the podcast because we've
Full-
already talked about
full
that.
list.
Oh yeah,
So good.
He's the main attraction.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, play Son of the South.
We gotta get these
We'll get to
people
that
out of
Mike.
here.
Tyson. We'll get to that Mike Tyson one later.
Or we could just play that one.
This is June 22nd, 1961. Can you recall your earliest memories of race?
You grab that bat and you do what's right.
I don't think so.
This is in your blood. All right, this is where you belong, boy.
Montgomery's a pretty town.
With a pretty ugly side to it.
I was in a riot and I walked right through it, unharmed.
What is the point you're trying to make?
Maybe I could go around college campuses talking to students about the Negro cause.
The hell do you think you're doing?
Son, I'm starting to wonder if you are aware of the poison in the apple that you have bitten into.
You know this movement is about more than just voting rights. We're trying to change the world.
You want to jeopardize your whole life for some grand principle?
Isn't that what they're doing?
Some of these old boys around here, they really mean to do you some harm.
Well, I bet you ain't happy you came to Montgomery now, boy.
So what's gonna happen next?
We continue on.
But we're still breathing.
This feeling too strong. We've been down for too long. What you supposed to do when everybody wants you gone?
You gotta draw the line somewhere.
You stop right now.
They're gonna kill him.
This is for the memory. All my people next to me. They could take our lives, but they'll never take a legacy.
There's gonna come a time when something really bad happens, and you're gonna have to decide which side you're on. Not choosing is a choice.
We hold the moral high ground.
Ain't you supposed to be nonviolent now?
I'm having a real big problem with that right now.
So is it based on a true story?
Yes, that's what it says.
Okay.
They look decent.
Yeah.
It looked like an Oscar movie.
Has
Like, you know what I mean? Like they're trying to get
I
that.
think there's a lot of those movies out here now.
Yeah. Who's the guy, the main guy there? What has he been in anything else? It looks
Not that
familiar.
It was in that monster truck movie.
Is he the voice of one of the Ninja Turtles as well?
Possibly.
I think he is.
Yeah, the monster truck movie where like he finds a legit monster and it's his truck.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that came out a couple years ago. It was like a kids movie.
No idea.
It was called Monster Truck.
Yeah, it's literally called Monster Truck.
Sounds like something I'd want to watch.
I'll show you a picture. real
Okay.
quick.
All right.
This next one is Owen Wilson, and Selma Hayek, sci-fi.
Wow.
Bliss.
I have a picture in my head of a place. I don't know if it's real, But it has a feeling. And the feeling's real. Hi, my love.
Hi, Dad. I wanted to talk to you about my graduation.
I'm gonna be there in the bleachers. I'm gonna see you in your... Let me, how about I call you back?
Okay.
Taking the day off in here? The boss wants to see you. I get a whiskey, double.
You're real.
Sorry?
I want to tell you something really cool. You see all these people outside? They're not real. This is a simulation. You ready? There's my guy. Welcome home.
This place is overwhelming.
Dr. Isabel Clemens pioneered brain box simulations, an ugly, simulated world to generate appreciation for the real world.
Now, why am I not remembering any of this?
Don't worry about it.
Drago!
Most people say ignorance is bliss. But I say you have to experience the good to appreciate the bad.
No, the other way around.
Exactly.
I'm glad I caught you. Word on the street that there have been problems with Isabel's research. I'm a little disoriented.
You're my guy, Dad.
Graduation. I did not forget. It's been a crazy few days.
He graduated 2 weeks ago. Ignore her. She's not real.
She feels real. I'm scared.
Your head's not on straight.
It's almost like a trick being played.
Greg, this is really bad.
So how do we fix it?
One of these days, you're going to have to choose between these worlds.
It's amazing how easy humans can get used to even something spectacular.
Cool concept. I'm guessing it's like the really cool world is actually the fake world, and probably or something like that.
I'm interested
I know
though.
it's good. I don't think I've not seen them do a movie together. I don't think.
No. Then just the last little teaser for WandaVision for tomorrow.
It comes out tomorrow.
No, it's a little 45. It's actually 45 seconds. It actually shows a little bit, but I know how much because Brandon loves teaser. I felt Brandon's eyes roll in the back of the head. I didn't see him. I felt them.
Well, they rolled.
Well, not just for a teaser. You're super into the whole thing.
It's
I mean,
getting.
so I hope this is good. I'm not.
It's getting great
because
reviews.
the trailers have not done it for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. I'm gonna watch it, and I'm not hoping it's gonna be shit. I just think it's gonna be shit.
Yeah. You said it's getting
but we'll
great
see.
reviews.
Great.
It's
reviews.
out.
It comes out tomorrow, but people do review it.
Who's watched it already?
People get early
Like,
access.
Critics. They get to watch things early.
I thought you meant like the general people have
No,
seen it.
like critics.
No, critics.
There's like producers, like friends and stuff like that. They'll usually get to see the episodes.
You were trying not to be condescending.
It was hard. I was like, "What do you mean, critics?"
I don't read critic reviews. I watch user reviews.
So
critics,
but even some of those
critics will shit all over good movies all
no,
the time.
but I'm
so.
saying even like YouTube people, they get to go see the movie. They get to see it early to review it for their channel, so that way the day it launches, they can have buzz.
We're not big enough. We wouldn't.
No. We don't even get to watch stuff after it comes out.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
even all of our news is stolen from other places.
Well, that's how most news is.
Yeah.
And we gotta break the news.
Yeah, it's hard doing weekly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
News break at 8 p.m. on Thursday, please.
Yeah.
All right, play.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about.
Marvel Studios presents its first series on Disney Plus.
I think something's wrong here, Wanda. The neighbors. It's the way they look at us.
Are you here to help us? This is our home, and it's all falling apart.
Then let's fight for it.
Marvel Studios' WandaVision.
You are incorrigible.
First 2 episodes streaming tomorrow on Disney+.
How many episodes is it?
Probably 8.
You know how long they are?
I'm a getting betting man if I say 40 minutes.
9 episodes.
That's what I would guess.
30's
30's not gonna be long enough.
It doesn't actually say. But a lot of the Mandalorian episodes were only like 30 minutes long.
Yeah, it's usually like the first episode is usually like the longest, and then every episode after that is usually like
But they're fluctuating.
Yeah.
Like some were like 40, some were like 33. So
depending on what the episode's about.
Yep.
I kind of like that.
So
instead of them always
set
having to stick
time.
to a set time, so sometimes it feels like it dragged on or some,
Nope, some of the Mandalorian episodes were like 32 minutes long. And you're like, fuck.
I think they had like the shortest episode on episode 2 or episode on season 2.
They did. It was like that. It was like 32 or 31 minutes long.
Yeah.
But then some were like 56. But they all had good pacing because of that. They didn't have to sit to we have to fill an hour. So
Right, yeah,
you better buckle in.
Right.
So, and then the second trailer dropped for Judas and the Black Messiah. Which
I'm excited for this one.
I'm super pumped for this one.
Yeah.
I want to share something with you. Like the masses, I was in awe when I first laid eyes on all the things you are. I heard that speech. I knew we'd make noise. I just thought it'd be in the streets.
The Black Panthers are the single greatest threat to our national security. Our counterintelligence program must prevent the rise of a Black Messiah.
You're looking at 18 months for the stolen car, 5 years for impersonating a federal officer, or you can go home. What do you want? Get close to Hampton.
The Black Panthers are forming a rainbow coalition of oppressed brothers and sisters of every color.
Neutralize him by any means necessary.
America's on fire right now. And until that fire is extinguished, nothing else means a damn thing. Imagine what we could accomplish together. We can heal this whole city.
You ain't tell me it was gonna be like this. These ain't no terrorists.
We got a rat, man.
Does anybody else know about me?
No one knows your identity.
Are you sure?
We educate, we nurture, we feed, and we lobby. Perhaps we're here for more than just war with these bodies. We scream, and we shout, and we live by this anthem. But it's power to the people really worth their ransom.
When I dedicated my life to people, I dedicated my life.
You get to go out there and talk about dying a revolutionary death because you don't have another person growing inside your body.
Anywhere there's people, there's power.
It was a lot less intense than the first one.
I think the first one was the buzz
That's
teaser,
what intrigues me though.
Yeah.
They can do both of them.
No, yeah, like I said,
But it seems tense. Like I can just tell it's gonna be gut wrenching.
Yeah. Well,
But
I
I'm
mean,
super interested
given
in
the
this
subject
movie.
matter, it'd have
Yeah,
to be, right?
yeah, it's just,
Yeah, I'm super interested in Cherry too.
comes out in February. I didn't know it was coming out so soon.
Oh yeah.
We still think it's gonna hit February?
Well, it's on Apple Plus.
Judas and the Black Messiah?
No, Judas and the Black Messiah, I think it's HBO.
Max.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
this next one will be
Okay.
Cherry with
When
Tom
when
Holland.
is Judas and the Black Messiah supposed to come out?
February 21st?
No, it said February 12th.
Oh, February 12th.
Yeah, so
Okay.
a month away.
So yeah.
So the Denzel movie is the 29th,
Yep.
and then 2 weeks
Oh, I
later.
forgot about
is
that. Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
That was gonna be good. I can't tell you the last time I saw a bad Denzel movie. It's not
Even
thing.
Burke's
It's not a
Velocity is
thing.
good. Yeah, that's a good movie. You know?
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
think Fences was very good though. That was a boring ass movie.
I like Fences.
All right.
What is this?
Tom Holland thriller movie?
Yeah, Cherry.
Have you never seen?
I'm 23 years old, and sometimes I wonder if life was wasted on me. I take all the beautiful things to heart till I about die from it.
If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing.
Hey, I'm really happy you're here.
Why is that?
Because I like you.
But there never seems to be enough time to do.
You're it for me.
I feel the same way.
I joined the army.
Why would you do that?
Sometimes I feel like I've already seen everything that's gonna happen. And it's a nightmare. My one true accomplishment was not dying. I have this noise in my head.
It'll stop. One day it'll go quiet.
I don't imagine that anyone goes in for a robbery if they're not in some kind of desperation. I've been at this a while now, and it's no secret what my face looks like.
Get on the ground! One thing about robbing banks is you're mostly robbing women, so the last thing you want to be is rude. Ma'am, it's nothing personal.
You're gonna make it through this. I love you.
Can you look back to when you met the one you loved the most? And remember exactly how it was? What you saw in her that made you say, yes, this is what I came here for. Sometimes I feel like I've already seen everything that's gonna happen. And it's a nightmare.
It's good.
Yeah, I think it looks solid.
I'm interested to see what the Russo brothers will do.
There's a lot going on there. Like the way it started.
Yep.
It did, and then we got to like the military. I was like, oh, what is? Didn't see that coming.
So this is the biggest trailer that came out this week.
Red Notice.
Netflix announced there's 71 movies this year. Pretty much one every week at least.
Mm-hmm. In a mass like trailer.
Oh yeah, with a
Oh,
lot.
is that
of,
what this is?
Yeah. Oh yeah, with a lot of big actors.
Okay. So these three are going to tell us
No,
about
Well,
them?
these 3
They're
are
in
in
a
a
movie.
movie together.
Right, but are they like is it?
They're going to show a bunch of trailers.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they like hosting this or something?
It's just them saying a couple words and it shows trailers.
Ah, okay. You shut up.
Hello, world. Gal Gadot is here.
And Uncle Handsome.
Whoa. And Ryan.
What I love about movies is that they can make you feel every emotion.
And show you something you've never seen before.
I love showing people what a superhero can look like.
I like making any movie where I get to throw stuff.
I love that I'm finally directing my first movie.
I love that I'm finally directing my first movie.
Jinx,
you owe me a Coke. Oh my God, Halle Berry owes me a Coke.
I love seeing an incredible story come to an end.
Hey, that's what I was gonna say.
Whoa! We're not gonna give away the ending right now, are we?
Definitely not.
I love movies that keep you guessing.
Movies that you can't stop talking about.
I love making a movie my whole family can watch.
I love movies that get you into the action.
I love movies because they help me escape.
We truly love movies.
We do, but what we love even more is making movies for fans like you.
Me too.
That's what I'm saying.
We are about to embark on the trip of a lifetime.
You can't stop it.
Revolution, baby.
What you think about? The future?
I'm getting to the good part.
I'm so sorry. I was aiming for your throat.
Raising the price in places you don't get advice. These are the breaks. These are the heights.
Investment for that.
I'm not sure.
This streaming wars is getting intense.
Like I said, they're going hard.
Yeah.
They're getting not just small actors.
Yeah. You kind of have to though. I mean, look what's they're competing against, right?
Well, I guess we'll stay on that subject real quick. So if you actually want to go to all 27, the third one from the right, there you go. Yeah, so they're doing 27. In that teaser they did 27 movies. I think they said total it's like 70.
So these supposed to be like the 27 high.
Well, no, those are the ones they showed in that trailer.
But okay.
So keep scrolling down real quick. Yeah, like Outside the Wire premieres tomorrow. That's one with Anthony Mackie.
Where's the robot?
Yeah, I know you're not super excited about that one.
I'll give it the benefit of the doubt.
The Army of the Dead one was supposed to come out last year. The movie's done.
Yeah.
But then all that stuff happened with Chris D'Elia.
Huh?
They got canceled. They said he was like grooming girls and stuff like that.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So he got canceled. So they CGI'd
him out of the movie.
Which is weird. So Chris D'Elia's tall, skinny guy.
Yeah.
They CGI'd a short female into his scenes.
Huh.
So I'm not sure how that. I'm very iffy. But what the Army of the Dead is, they said it's a heist zombie movie.
Directed by Snyder.
Yeah.
So
They have to like go to Vegas to get this like vaccine or whatever. So it's a heist movie but with a bunch of zombies.
Okay.
So,
I was gonna say Peninsula because that's kind of like a heist zombie movie. But,
keep scrolling. Yeah, Army of the Dead, Dave Bautista, and all them.
Back to the.
Oh. Okay, that one looked okay. The Halle Berry mixed martial arts one with all the girl fighters. Don't look up. Actually, not scroll down a little bit. All right. You're right. Netflix comedy.
Wait. So
wait, that was Jennifer
Armageddon.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
I thought she looked familiar.
Yeah, I was looking. Yeah. I was looking at her. I was like,
yeah, it's Jennifer Lawrence. Scroll down a little bit more.
Different?
Who else is in? No, scroll back up. I'm trying to actually read it.
I mean, she has blue skin.
So, okay, it also has Chris Evans, Kate Blanchett, Meryl Streep, Jonah Hill.
Oh wow!
Jesus.
Wow.
Jeez, yeah.
And it's directed by Adam McKay.
Yep.
Astronaut tries to convince the public that a meteorite will soon destroy the Earth. Netflix comedy. So it's a comedy about the end of the world.
Okay.
Right.
Keep scrolling.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What has Leo ever done a true comedy? I don't think so. I mean, like Wolf of Wall Street had funny parts, but it wasn't a comedy.
Hilarious in Wolf of Wall Street.
But it wasn't a comedy though.
Keep scrolling. What's this one? Alrighty.
I don't think so.
Solo Convicts.
That's what I could think of.
He never just did.
Oh, Drug Experiment. Okay.
He never did like a romantic.
Keep
comedy.
scrolling down.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. So that's they have a bunch of big movies coming out. Go to the one over to the left real quick.
These are the first ones
tomorrow. Yep. Yeah. And then they're also in the market to buy a bunch more movies from studios.
Okay.
So they're going to be like, hey, you don't want to release your movies anymore?
Yeah.
We'll buy them.
For a discount.
Yep. Well, because we were talking beforehand, like Paramount was trying to shop around James Bond. And they wanted 600 million. And everybody just said, ha ha ha, we'll give you like 2. And they said no.
Yeah, they just pushed it back till November of this year.
Yep. We're gonna talk a little bit more about that too. But yeah. So, what movie do you think is gonna be the one that jumps to Netflix?
Well, what's the biggest movie that's gonna do it? That's hard to say.
I don't know.
I
mean, technically, they have the budget to get whatever they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just what makes sense.
Well, you got to think about what's available. So it's
Yeah.
anything from Warner Brothers or anything from Disney,
Yep.
off limits because they have their own
Yep.
streaming
That's
outlet.
right. That's
Paramount.
True. So what is it? I wonder what
Paramount's the one that's struggling hard.
What is that? What Paramount movies are there?
Well, I know James Bond.
What about who owns Universal? Are they still their own?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got Universal,
Paramount. Yeah.
Paramount.
I wonder what our options would be. Because like typically you would think it's something not huge budget actor kind of thing, but now with the way they're playing the game, all bets are off. Like
Yeah.
they could. I mean,
All
you just
bets
saw
are off.
Leo in that cat. Like
So movies that they have, the Mission Impossible, Top Gun, Quiet Place 2, Snake Eyes, the Paw Patrol movie.
Quiet Place 2 would make sense.
Yeah,
For sure.
Jackass.
Yeah, that could make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything's on the table.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. I just don't see the flood back to the movie theater. I don't know why I'm not feeling it.
So,
It's just not.
we were talking a little bit about it because a lot of movies are pushing back in.
Mhm.
So, like Morbius got pushed back till October from March. A lot of other movies are just getting pushed back as well. Disney's thinking really hard about doing Black Widow with that charge again.
So
With $30.
only released to
Probably
Disney Plus?
theaters as well.
Okay.
But with a $30 charge, which then for some people would make sense to see it in theater.
Right.
Like fuck it, because you don't own it for that $30 charge. You're renting it for 2 days.
Yeah.
So you may just say, fuck it, I'd rather go see it in the theaters at that
Mm-hmm.
point. But we were talking like what I feel like a lot of things should do is theaters are going to come back once movie companies will be willing to push multiple movies out. So like if it was like back in the day and say 1 week's James Bond, next week is Dune, the week after that is Black Widow, the week after that is this, and there's actually back to back to back to back, people may be more inclined to go to the theaters to see movies instead of saying,
not like one.
here's Wonder Woman in December, the next movie is May.
Yeah.
Good luck. You know,
It's
4
never
months
gonna-
later.
It's never going to work though because you have the studios that are waiting to
I know.
show progress. You get the theaters that are waiting for
I know.
the companies to say, "Hey, let's do
Yeah.
it," and everybody's just going to sit still until these companies go bankrupt.
Everybody's just kind of waiting on
and everything's
everybody.
just streaming.
Nothing's happening.
Yep. Sony is being the most stubborn. They're just saying, nope, we're gonna sit on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Which also means that Spider-Man, even though it's gonna be done and Disney's gonna do most of the shooting, they can't release it. Because if Sony says no, Disney can't be like, we're gonna make it anyways.
Right.
I mean,
So it's gonna
Sony
be like,
Studios is big,
no.
but obviously Sony has a lot of other
Yeah.
things that they do.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. They
whereas
can-
Universal, all these other companies, what else
Yeah.
do they do aside from movies?
Sony can afford to sit on it because they sell other stuff.
Yeah, they sell
But it's
Well,
their-
they sell their cameras,
but-
TVs, and yeah,
cameras,
not as profitable, but
yeah, car.
they're not in a rush.
But
to
then
get
it's
back.
also it's its own category within there. So I know, like I said, I know Apple tried buying them. We're still talking about buying them.
Oh, Sony.
Question: When is Elon going to buy a movie company?
Who knows? He probably already does, and he doesn't even know it. So another big thing with Netflix, Kevin Hart just signed a 4
movie
deal, kind of like Adam Sandler did. So you don't like people signing deals to
just the multi-movie deal. I just know what kind of movie it's going to be with him. It's
Usually
going to be stupid
comedy that's not very well written. And,
yeah, same thing as the Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
How many movies of his were actually good?
Yeah,
I don't think any of them.
And I love Adam Sandler, but
The
you're
one
right.
that
They were
didn't go to
not
Netflix.
good movies.
Yeah.
Uncut Gems.
Yeah. But even before the Netflix deal, when was the last time Adam Sandler had a good movie?
True, but then the movie that he come out with, the Jack and Jill, and Netflix said, "Hey, we love you. Let's do 6 more of those kind of movies," and that's exactly what they did.
But guess what? People still see him.
Because they love Adam Sandler and he holds a lot of nostalgia. Doesn't mean it was a good movie.
But guess what? Until people
still
stop
watch it.
seeing them,
I remember reading.
it's getting there, though.
I think it's getting close. Yeah,
I know.
There was a couple years ago, people were saying how it was like articles about him being the most overpaid
Oh, yeah.
comedic actor or something like that. He was demanding like $300,000 for appearance or
And
something.
people are still paying it.
Yeah.
It's Adam Sandler. Because you never know,
Yeah.
like even if with that appearance, like that appearance could be fucking comedic gold.
What was the last like banger of a comedy of his?
I still like Don't Mess with Zohan.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
love
last one I could physically. Before that, probably
Click.
But that's
It wasn't a comedy,
That-
really.
that was-
Yeah,
yeah,
I would
that
say
that was more of a drama.
Little Nicky.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
I enjoyed it.
I like Little Nicky, but yeah.
What? You didn't like Little Nicky, Mike?
A lot of people. I mean, you and I like the Zohan, but most people.
I love it so much.
It bombed. I think.
I
I
love
love
Don't mess
that
with the
movie.
Zohan bombed hard, but yeah, it's a great movie.
That,
Disco,
movie
disco,
he
yeah.
did with the firefighters, Larry and Chuck.
Oh, yeah, Chuck
That
and
made
Larry.
good
I now
money.
pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Yeah. That made decent money. And
But now
that wasn't a Adam Sandler comedy. You know, and it wasn't a Happy Gilmore. It wasn't.
I guess the grown-ups.
I don't like those movies.
I've never seen them.
I like the first
I don't
one,
like
but they
second
have
one-
been.
second one tried
they
too
were
hard.
they were made money. Same as
Yeah.
the Hotel Transylvania movies. Those actually weren't terrible.
Yeah.
Y'all shitting on that.
I was gonna say,
Sandler,
literally,
but-
like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
he-
you running down the list is like, okay, that made money. That made money.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying like they didn't make money. It's just like, you know, where you
But
sat there and been
okay, real quick, name an actor from that time frame that really does good movies anymore.
That makes
What time
that
frame?
makes money.
Around that time, Bruce Willis, all his movies are shit.
Yeah.
Johnny
Those-
Depp,
like those
all his
80s,
movies are
90s
shit.
Stars.
I was
Yeah.
thinking just comedians.
But
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like even if you go like all that, there's only select. Like Leo still makes good movie, Denzel,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of other people's movies are just shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just think of comedian.
Yeah.
What other comedian is like bankable? Like, oh no, that comes out, it's gonna make money.
From that time frame?
Not just in general. Just in general, a comedian.
Seth Rogen, I think he puts out solid movies.
But he's not bank. He
They're
does. They
not-
don't make bank though.
No, but like they're always consistently about the same.
When was the last time there was a box office juggernaut for a comedy though?
I don't know.
They never. I
Comedies
mean,
have
no,
never historically like.
no, they never.
It's like The Hangover, and there was only one comedian, Ed Helms, in it. The others were actors.
What do you think is the
Well,
highest
that guy.
grossing?
Wait, are you
comedy?
saying that it was a comedian or a comedic actor? Is that what you're asking?
It's the lines are so blurry now. It's
Yeah.
different. Like you can't just do comedy anymore. You
No-
got
Nobody wants to be typecast. So you
Yeah.
got people that are usually doing
Right.
a drama that want to show their, look at Channing Tatum. I fucking thought he was great in like 21 Jump Street.
Oh, he's hilarious.
Before those movies, he was just known as the dude that can't act that all the women love.
He's a pretty face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we need a guy to take his shirt off. Who's that
Yeah.
one guy?
All right, here we go.
Matthew McConaughey.
Top 10. Top 10 highest grossing comedies.
Ever?
Hangover Part. Yep. Hangover Part 2.
Okay.
586 mil.
Okay.
Ted.
Okay. Yeah.
Meet the Fockers.
Wait, Ted's number 2?
Yep.
Yeah, remember
Wait,
that was at
wait,
the,
so
that was at
that's-
the was at the height of Family Guy.
Yeah,
when that
but
was done.
what?
So number one was
Hangover Part 2.
Okay.
And then Ted. And then Meet the Fockers. And then Less Untouchables. It's a foreign movie. Bruce Almighty. Home
Yeah,
Alone.
That was big buzz.
The Hangover. Mrs. Doubtfire. Sex in the City. And Rain Man.
Sex and the
Okay.
City was a
Rain Man is a
Comedy?
comedy. Rain Man is not a
I
comedy.
don't think we can
my
trust
God.
with that last
Man,
one. I
she
don't
was
think that. I think that
hilarious.
whole list is null and void.
No, like there's funny stuff in
Rain
there, but
Man.
like Rain Man.
But the
People's Court.
then they also
God.
Never Say Die.
Oh, heard of that.
Okay. Green Book.
What?
Green Book. That's that.
That's a comedy.
Which one?
The Green Book.
What is this list you
The
have?
don't
Green,
know,
the
it's called
Green
the
Book is
number
about
one.
this color guy who drives around in a car.
Okay, let's go to
like, the
Wikipedia.
safe
Let's see what they
spaces
say
back
real
in the
quick.
day to where because back in the day blacks could only go to certain areas.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. He traveled and wrote in the book and released the book where they could travel.
Is that the one? I think I saw where he was being driven and he's in the back of a car.
Yeah.
Was he?
True
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
He was like, it's
One
okay
of
to throw the bones out the window or something.
Oh, no,
Was
I
that-
guess
is that the
actually-
movie?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going off the preview.
It won Best Picture.
There are a
Yeah.
lot of them like are animated, which I really don't count. Deadpool 1 and 2 both made over 700, but those were action. Not they weren't like straight comedy. Yeah, Hangover by one of the like.
That's
said-
the last one. Hang on. No, I'm sorry. Ted is blowing my mind. I cannot believe that movie made that much money. It made more than Home Alone.
Yep.
Ted.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the second one?
Well,
Probably even lesser.
yeah, you got to look at the
Real quick, another list has Rain Man as a fucking comedy.
I don't. I mean, look, it's been a long time since I watched Rain Man, but I don't remember that.
Oh, it's
being
called a road comedy drama. So it has
road comedy drama.
That's what they classify it as. But yeah,
Dramedy.
no. So like comedies, like we talked about before, with like older comedies, when they come back and they do like that last sequel, they're always shit.
Yeah.
Well, and you were comparing Home Alone. What year did Home Alone come out?
93.
So you got to remember, like, how much was the ticket?
Yeah, but
in
you got to
93,
think Home
you know?
Alone.
But they do
think how
they
long.
do
Like,
is that-
also
yeah.
think
Oh,
about
okay.
how long it was in the theater. Like Home
Yeah.
Alone probably was in the theater for a year and a half.
back in the theaters right now.
Right.
Yeah.
And Ted probably was in the theater for 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
Mm. I do remember there being a lot of buzz for Ted.
What did Ted 2 make? I never actually even seen Ted 2.
That's number 2.
Yep.
Damn. Because the second one, I just remember like
Wait. Ted 2 was the one that made the most money?
No,
Ted
Ted.
one.
The first
I was gonna
one.
say, Ted
I knew
2?
it was
No way.
successful, but
216.
and how much did the first one make?
Like 600 almost.
Damn.
With a budget of 68 mil.
Yeah.
Made bank.
There was but it was all over the place.
It was.
Like, they pushed it everywhere.
Yeah, well,
Seth
we-
MacFarlane was making the rounds on like all the late night shows promoting it. Like, I remember it was big. And Bruce Almighty was his first one for a while that he made, right?
You mean Ted?
No. Bruce Almighty. I'm talking about Jim Carrey. Sorry.
Oh, I was like, you said second
Because
first.
I remember that being really hype. Maybe it was just the buzz. Or,
Ace Ventura was his first.
No, but you mean in a while.
Like, wasn't there a big
yeah,
stretch?
yeah,
and it was then it was Bruce
He
Almighty.
did some dramas for
Yeah,
a
I
while.
was saying because that's when he did like 23.
Yeah.
The
That was-
Majestic.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So
that was his
and then came
first-
back and then Bruce
So
Almighty.
that was 2003.
What?
Bruce Almighty.
Okay, so what was his last comedy before that then?
So, in 2000, he did How the Grinch, and Me, Myself, and Irene, and Man on the Moon in '99.
Yeah, that was
So like
no, that
2000.
was- yeah, 2000.
He was
Okay.
still in The Living Colors too.
Yeah.
And then after, Majestic was right before that,
Mm.
and then after that, he did Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah, so he did his little
Series
serious movie run for
Yep.
a couple of years, and I don't know. I mean, I like that movie.
I didn't mind it.
It's good.
But yeah, no. So yeah, so comedies aren't really like the bank breaking thing,
No,
but
but I can't. If I sat and thought like, even though it may not have made money, like I'm trying to think of like, man, this comedy was hilarious. You know, like a while ago, I used to say like, oh man, super bad or something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it was really funny and shit. But I can't
They
put
don't
my
make
thumb
those-
on
they
a
don't-
movie I
they
thought
don't
was
make those
funny.
kind of movies anymore.
No.
They don't.
You got to worry about hurting people's feelings
Right?
nowadays.
Yeah, you gotta be all PC about things.
Bunch of JJs, I tell you.
okay. What do you think is the highest grossing Adam Sandler movie?
Highest grossing?
Yeah,
Wedding Singer.
Well, if I said like which one by popularity, probably isn't the one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Non animated.
Oh, because I'm cheating, but
yeah.
50 First Dates, I'm going to say.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy?
I
Okay.
would say either that one or Big Daddy would
Yeah,
make
Big
sense.
Daddy,
yeah.
Grown Ups, and then Waterboy. The first two were Hotel Transylvania 2 and 3.
Okay.
Which is fucking
Yeah.
yeah. Kids, you know.
Are they making another one too? They're making a fourth one?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of them.
They're not
good.
bad. They're
I've
solid.
There's literally
I've heard
one
they're
day
solid, yeah.
me and Z put on the first one for Octavia. She ended up stopped watching halfway through, and me and Z were like, "Well, looks like we're watching the second and third one." And
Yeah.
we went and watched the second and third one, even without Octavia. She was in her room doing her own thing. We're like, "Not bad movies."
Yeah, they were solid movies.
I heard they were. Adam, what is on the TV over the? What is that? Is it actually the TV or is it something on the screen?
What are you talking about?
Over the Chrome thing, the bottom of the TV.
Oh, the overlay on the bottom. It's just the toolbars.
That's
Oh, there's that.
It's because it's the computer.
Oh,
It's not. That,
wait, what? No, there's like a spot on it.
Where are you talking?
Adam, you were just on it. What is that?
That's my logo, just for my being logged in my Google.
Oh, okay. I've never seen it.
It's always been there.
I thought there was like some shit on the TV.
No, it's always been there.
Yeah.
So then talking about more streaming stuff, one of the newest movies that said is going straight to streaming is the Chris Pratt movie.
Chris Pratt movie.
Yeah, the Tomorrow War.
Did we watch a trailer on
No, they don't have a trailer for
Oh,
it
okay.
yet.
So I don't remember that.
It's a thing where there's a war, so they go back in time and they
boy.
pull people from different times to go fight in the war.
So Terminator.
No, because they pull them to the future.
Oh, they're pulling to the
Bill-
future.
Bill and
So
Ted.
Back to the
Oh.
Future.
Oh.
Ca-
But
I would say more Bill and Ted with war.
Yeah, that's That's more so what I would say, because like even Back to the Future, they don't like go back to the future and grab,
random.
That's true. They don't bring people back and forth.
You
Yeah.
guys haven't seen the Synchronic, have you?
No.
Not yet. No. Did you watch it?
Yeah. It has something to do with that.
It's good.
Yeah, so 2021 is the rough date for us. Chris Pratt is super like invested in this movie. He's saying that he thinks it's going to be a franchise.
Well, he's getting paid to say that.
So
Probably. I see J.K. Simmons. Though,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
That gets me like, okay. Okay.
So what is it? Is it a serious?
No, it's
movie?
probably going to be a sci-fi, probably gonna be comedy.
So some comedy with. Okay, he's not trying to do a serious movie.
Probably not, but
You never know.
it was supposed to go to theaters, but it got sold to I think Amazon.
So it'll be a Prime movie then.
Mm-hmm.
So scroll up real quick to the picture. Is there anybody that's like who that person is? They went back in time and got fucking like Gandhi or some shit.
So Bill and Ted.
He doesn't fight very well. Here's a gun,
He's
Gandhi.
like 80 pounds.
I'm not sure. Like I said, they're in current clothes, so I'm not.
I'm
really
curious why
sure.
they have to go back to get certain people.
What's he? We were expecting like
Scroll down real
metallic visors and stuff.
Futuristic war that forced him to confront his past.
I'm just saying, if I grab somebody from the 1400s, I can't expect them to use a shotgun.
Yeah.
Hold this gun. This what?
What? It's a boomstick.
What side do I hit him with?
He just keeps shooting himself in the head. You got to go back and get him again.
This end, that way.
Hear me out. Okay. But it's in the future, so you could go back to like now times. Who knows?
That's not intriguing at all.
But
Who knows?
like I said, I'm not really sure, but
Yeah, go back to 2020 and
everybody's really sad.
So when did you say?
It's showing right now, July.
July. So
It was supposed to come out December.
we should expect a trailer anytime then.
Dude, there's so many movies that are like coming out that don't have trailers. Mortal Kombat.
I know Mortal Kombat comes out in like 2 months.
Yep.
does it though?
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's going right to HBO.
So then they also were just talking about Edge of Tomorrow 2.
A second one?
As long as Tom Cruise.
They
is
are
on
both of them.
What's going to be the premise? They won. They coming back for a vengeance? Like
Dude, Emily Blunt is
So
amazing.
a smaller, more
Mhm.
personal story.
smaller? Is it after the events of the first movie still, or is it like a prequel leading up to it? Because I mean, they kind of.
I am unsure. I am not the director.
I don't know. Usually, you've read into this stuff,
No,
so that's why I
but
asked.
that's all it really says is that
Yeah.
they said they will come back.
If it was just Emily Blunt signed on, I could see it doing a prequel because she was known as like the angel
Yeah.
of Odin.
Yeah,
I could
well, that's
see
what I'm
that
saying. There was a
whole thing
lot of
happening,
stuff, yeah.
But Tom Cruise wasn't part of that.
No, there was a lot of story leading up to what they did. I mean, I really liked that movie.
Yeah.
So I thought
I haven't
they.
seen it in a while.
I liked their chemistry together. I thought it was pretty decent. Like, okay.
And Tom Cruise is awesome.
True story. So and then Kevin Smith said Clerks 3 script is done.
Yeah, first draft.
So is anybody excited for Clerks 3?
I am.
Besides James.
It would have already been done, but the dude that played Randall didn't like the first script that he came
So
up
not
with.
the first draft.
Well, the first draft for the new one. But because the beginning of Clerks 3 is actually how, or no, the beginning of Clerks 3 is actually how Jay and Silent Bob reboot started.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Smith stated like that was going to be the original beginning, and then they just went to the Jay and Silent Bob story because obviously Randall didn't want to do Clerks 3 because he didn't like the script, and then eventually now Randall's on board and he's rewriting it. So
then we'll talk a little bit about Martian Manhunter's actor.
Yes.
Confirmed that they did do reshoots for the Snyder Cut, so Martian Manhunter is also going to be in the Snyder Cut.
Mm-hmm. Which he is the general from Batman versus Superman that Lois goes and talks to about the bullet.
Yeah, that's Martian Manhunter.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I didn't know they.
yeah, they had plans, but then Warner Brothers did.
Warner Bros. They did.
They called
They did
Josh
a
Whedon.
thing.
He was like, nah, get rid of all of this.
Hear me out.
All of that.
Funny. Let's go CGI mustache. Am I right, guys? So, and I guess the biggest news of today is Chris Evans is back as Captain America.
Yep.
Anybody shocked?
Nope.
No, but
The next is going to be Robert Downey Jr.
I do
back as Iron Man.
I do wonder how.
Well, so a couple things that he's not for a movie.
What?
He's not for a movie.
What do you mean not?
It's not going to be Captain America 4.
Oh no, I wasn't thinking that.
No,
Yeah.
it's going to be more so like Robert Downey Jr. did after Iron Man 3, just jumping into other movies.
So movies that take place before the events of Endgame.
No, probably even.
Oh,
They're gonna go full multiverse on this shit.
So what I thought could be good, because I feel like a lot of studios, if they have the platform, may do a lot more TV shows over movies. If they did a episodic Captain America thing,
Oh, so you're thinking no movie with Captain America? He's just going to come back in the show.
that's what I thought could be good would be if they did even, just a few episodes of a show where it's him going back and putting the stones back.
I think
Or-
it's just gonna be cameos in movies.
Yep.
And
But
for the Avengers,
The Young
they,
Avengers,
they
you
need
mean?
a name to carry it over. Like,
Well, a lot of people thought that it was also going to be Chadwick Boseman, but then since he died,
Yeah.
they need somebody. They
Somebody
need a
to-
name, so they're like, "Fuck, who can
Yeah.
we get? Let's go, Chris Evans."
So how do you think they'll do it?
They'll just pull him back.
I mean,
That's it.
Like
But,
I
like,
said,
how-
once you say multiverse,
I know all
do
things,
whatever
all
you,
bets
do whatever
off.
you want.
Yeah, I
You
know.
like we grabbed him as a baby, gave him the super serum, grew up. Like you can do what you want.
Yep, we went back in time and told him, actually, come back.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I mean, there is
We need you.
There's
Yeah.
so much source material of the comic books they can pull from to bring back Captain America.
Yeah.
There's 1,000 different
Yeah.
ways.
So you think they're just gonna do it and not make it make sense?
Yeah, because they don't have
Hey, as
to.
long as they don't put him in somebody else's body.
And then have that person like sleep around in that other person's body.
It's rape,
Like,
but we're not going to talk about that.
And then we see somebody else. Like, no.
where's that body been?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, she shows up 6 months later, like, "I'm pregnant." He's like, "Who the fuck are you? I met you on that corner that one day."
You'd be like, I hit that now. Remember? Fuck.
How drunk was like that?
Right.
That guy lost like days. He just woke up. He's like, "I've been asleep for 7 days."
How did I
Yeah,
get to
right.
Washington, D.C.?
Yeah.
And no one that knows him
Yeah.
like cared.
They didn't have cell phones.
Right, yeah.
He just went missing.
Yep.
But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it. But
Did they give any kind of time frame?
nope.
They say no.
It won't be this phase. They pretty much.
Well, they none of the movies are shot.
That's what I'm saying. Like they have so much to do. Like they can't like, oh, we're gonna squeeze this in there. I
They
mean,
could throw them into things.
No, he might do a cameo.
Yeah.
In Doctor Strange or something like that.
So I thought they could pull him back. So like I said, WandaVision ties into Doctor Strange. Spider-Man ties directly into Doctor Strange because pretty much is at the end of Spider-Man. They're all going to be from Wanda messing up the universe. She's going to create multiverses. That's how everybody's going to get into Spider-Man. Which and then Doctor Strange is going to have to fix them all together.
No, Doctor Strange goes into Ant-Man
Yeah.
because they're gonna mess with time, which brings game.
Yep. And then one of the ideas I guess they were shooting around is to make the Fantastic Four introduced without being just like they're here.
Oh, so actually, okay.
Well, what they may do is they were shooting around. Maybe they were a family from the 60s that got like in a time stream or whatever the hell, and then they show back up in modern times, similar, and that's how they could have maybe Captain America and them,
So speaking of the Fantastic Four, I actually read a cool article. Fox released how their Civil War movie would have gone if they made one. It was good because theirs would have been Fantastic Four versus the X-Men.
Yep.
And it would have ended with Mr. Fantastic making his arms a molecule thin and slicing off Wolverine's arms.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
So,
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Kevin Feige said probably in Phase 4, no X-Men.
Yeah.
which is so dumb.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Like that means at least 4 years before they introduce the property that they bought.
Yeah.
Keep it in your back pocket.
So
They got so much going on.
no, they don't.
They do.
Cool. Name one movie you want to see in Phase 4. Go. Cool. Next subject.
No, Spider-Man.
That's Sony.
That's in there.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
It's not Phase 4.
I want to see Doctor Strange. I think that's gonna be cool if they keep the Doctor Strange like they had him in Infinity War.
Yeah.
Like they keep that going, I'm all in.
That's literally the one movie I'm excited for.
now. Yeah.
How much do you want to see Captain Marvel 2?
Oh, we talked about that. Nobody will.
Ooh, okay.
Do you think if the
Immortals?
Captain
What
Marvel
is it?
stuff does bad enough that they'll just
Nope, they're gonna push
lay off?
hard.
Dude, I think they know. I think that's why they pulled back Endgame. I bet you they shot so much more of her for Endgame, but they were like, "Hey, this shit ain't working."
People kind of don't like her.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
can come in
The
a little
focus
bit in the
groups
beginning
are,
and then come a little bit at the end.
Yeah, they
but-
removed the scene where she got a haircut.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It's all exciting.
Karen, am I right?
I'm excited for the Eternals, but
Yeah,
Not
Eternals,
excited.
I forgot about that.
Exactly.
Why, yeah?
Because you keep
I'm excited
forgetting
for
about it.
Well, it's so much shit. It's so
So.
much stuff they got coming out. And you forgot one thing. You ain't talking about Deadpool. You hear about that?
Mhm.
Deadpool 3.
Yep, R-rated.
And part of the MCU.
Yeah.
That's great.
But not going to be shooting till 2022 at the earliest.
you see the thing that if Deadpool 3 is R-rated, then Blade has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It has to. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
well, I mean, if they're going along trying to be, I don't
Well,
want
they
to
have
say
to
realistic,
do.
but
They
you
have
know,
to do that with their
true to the
shows.
story. Yeah. What?
They have to be willing to pull the trigger on some of their shows being
Rated,
R-rated.
yeah.
Well,
So that way
Moon
they
Knight-
can bring back Daredevil. blah.
Moon Knight's the only one where it's like that probably needs to be
Yeah.
mature.
Moon Knight does if they want
The
to.
other shows like Loki, yeah.
No, but I mean, if they want to revamp Daredevil and Punisher and stuff like that.
Daredevil doesn't have to be.
No,
Yes,
but
it does.
Punisher,
Yes, it does.
Punisher needs to be R-rated.
Yeah.
I feel Daredevil needs to be rated
Why
R.
so?
Because
I
I
don't think so.
love the R rating that it had on Netflix because it was able to go. The scene that got me was like episode 2 when he's fighting the Russian assassin or whatever, and he
Mhm.
beats him in the Russian. He's like, "You don't have to." He's like, "Nope, either I do this or Kingpin's gonna kill me," and turns around and puts his face through a fucking spike. It's like, yeah, bravo.
I get that you enjoyed it, but
You can do it.
yeah,
You can't.
I feel
do
like
Punisher.
I feel like it wouldn't do it injustice by not making it.
I get it, yeah, because like it's not. He's not a rated R superhero to where like
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. It's not.
Yeah, he's not.
I'm not
He's
saying
not
it's-
Edge, you know. He doesn't have. He doesn't have sex in a ring.
He could. He won't be able to
Oh
see
my
it.
Forgot about that.
So
No, I'm not saying it's not better.
Yeah.
if it's R-rated, but it would.
I don't know if I would have liked it as much as PG-13. Like when like it starts to get intense and they're like, oh, we got to cut this because it's getting too intense.
Everything is better R-rated.
Yeah.
For sure.
well, but then also tying in the Punisher and other stuff
Exactly.
like that to be like hypothetically, if the Punisher comes in,
Yeah.
they'd have to dumb down that episode.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Like,
I'm
oh,
not
can't be
saying
too brutal.
I'm not
because
saying
Daredevil's
every
PG-13.
episode
Yeah.
has to be R-rated, but they have to be willing to put R-rated into episodes.
Yeah. That said, though, PG-13 is getting away with a lot.
Oh yeah.
These days. You know, I mean, you're pretty much
You're allowed one
one
F-bomb.
extra fuck word, F word, past what they're allowed today.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, but
Aren't all the Fast and Furious movies PG-13? Isn't one rated R?
No, they're
No,
all
I think they're all
PG-13.
PG-13. Yeah.
And they all give you that one
Right.
F word too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's in
and they
there.
get the one F
family.
word. Yeah.
Shut up!
So
you can't
many
say
F
that. You've
words.
never seen the movies.
But guess
so-
what? I knew that joke, am I right? And guess what? It landed
No, they kill a lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and brought him back.
All right. And
Multiple
blow up a
times.
bunch of
The,
shit.
the only thing it's missing is more than one F word and boobs.
Yeah.
Well, they got a
There's
bunch of butt cheeks though for the.
Oh,
boobs.
yeah.
They're trying to do a race
Yeah.
scene, and some chick with her ass cheeks hanging.
Yeah,
out.
like Tokyo Drift was all just Asian chicks and thongs for like the first like half hour.
They killed
Real-
so many
real quick,
people
it
that it
kept me
came into real
interested.
life.
Oh yeah, no,
Um,
I was entertained.
You know? So
Yeah, I think the Deadpool has to be rated R because of the. It ain't so much the violence. I mean, it is, but you can't do the humor. You
No.
can't do Deadpool.
No, it's his whole
humor.
character though.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
whole character.
well, I'm super excited that they have Ryan Reynolds directly involved with the script writing.
Yeah.
So like he's all on board with it, which is
I
huge.
want to see the check they wrote that dude. It's,
You know what though? He deserves it.
He did, but
Yeah.
the thing is, I honestly don't think it was that much because I think he legit loves that
No,
character
they said
and he wants
they
to
said
make
it
it.
was the biggest contract.
Really? Okay. Because I also figure like he just loves that character and loves playing that character.
No, but you're
so
right.
much
Even if the check was kind of small, he would still do it.
yeah, because he loves playing that character because he has fun doing it and he knows people love him as that character.
You gotta think of how much they paid Robert Downey Jr. to come back before he got killed off, and if it's more than that,
Spoilers.
Wait, what?
Sorry. Can you pop up spoiler up there when we talked before Robert Downey Jr. dies?
Yeah.
No, like it's. I heard that over here with your fucking. No, but no, I just like the idea that they're okay going that route. Like I said, doesn't have to be every single episode has to be R-rated, but just being able to pull that trigger if they need to.
All right, Brandon, can I ask you a question? As, well, you're a parent too.
I am a parent.
Okay, we have to.
I forgot you.
Yeah, I know we're not parents. We're not a part of this.
Well, James, when
Yeah.
when a man loves a woman, I know it's been a
makes
while.
Mistake.
Yeah,
makes a mistake.
9 months later, this little baby pops out.
Oh, and
So-
Brandon's eyes too.
I was gonna say, I was gonna make like a you don't learn very well joke or something.
Bundles of joy. Okay, as a parent, and as a comic book movie fan, do you feel concerned with Deadpool being rated R?
Not at all.
Yeah.
I'm a bad person to ask though. So
Yeah.
I was never sheltered.
You done fucked up, bitch.
I forgot. I mean, I was watching Showgirls like '95. So I was 6, 7 years old watching Showgirls with my dad.
Yeah.
Like I was never sheltered.
Same here.
My kids. I mean, Max put on Ma the other day just to watch Ma.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what that was. He was feeling.
I mean, yeah. I probably should.
See, Octavia doesn't watch much of that type of stuff, but I'm not gonna censor everything. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, you can't play this video game because there's an F word in there or there's violence. Like, I grew up with all that stuff. Like, I never really had anything that I couldn't do as a child.
Okay.
Like, never like, ooh, you can't watch that. You know, my dad really didn't care.
Yeah, I mean, there was a point, like when I was really little, there's some stuff my parents were like, look away, or you can't watch.
No, it's always like the booby scenes, like doing
Yeah.
one of these.
Like if
you
if
know.
it was like a hardcore R-rated movie and I was 5,
Yeah.
let me watch that. But if I was 10, they'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
You know?
It was
No.
awkward watching sex scenes with my parents though.
Yeah,
Like 5 or
it's
6,
super
like-
weird.
Yeah.
Super weird. It's still weird. I'm 30 and my mom was here the other day and a sex scene came on TV and I was like, I didn't say it. I was just like, this guy, you're uncomfortable. It's like,
So that's what you're supposed to do.
move it along.
You had to turn off Lord of the G-String. is what you're telling me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she picked it.
Yeah, she's like, I like the story.
Well, are you concerned?
No, because I mean, I'm informed. That's the biggest argument is like, oh, parents would be confused. Not if you just read
The R.
the bottom of the commercial. It tells you exactly what it's rated for.
Yeah, no, like I loved when when it came out. I can't take my kids to watch the movie.
Yeah, like
Or the
don't
people
take
that
them.
were taking their kids and like getting the tickets. It's like, this is like
When
a
did the
rated
South
R
Park
raunchy
movie come out? Adam, when did the South Park movie come out?
2000, 2001.
I saw that in theater opening night.
Yep, so did I.
So my son's a little more sensitive
99.
to that kind of stuff.
So I was 11.
11.
And that movie was hard R.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And when you say he's more sensitive, what do you mean?
He doesn't like
He likes
cuss words.
yeah.
Oh, so he doesn't. You mean he doesn't like it? Okay.
Yeah, when he hears a cuss word, he's like, I don't like that. Don't say that. So he hears it on TV, or if I'm watching something and it says it, he's like, turn that off. Daddy. I don't like that. So he doesn't like that.
Like I saw, I wasn't really sure. I could watch anything, and I saw that stuff pretty much when it came out. But even so, I was never one of those. Like I didn't even swear in front of, let alone to my parents, until probably after 18. Not be, you know what I mean? It was more of just like you don't do that.
Yeah.
And I still saw all the diabolical shit
No.
that I could possibly.
And similar
see,
type
I
thing.
think.
Like
You know what I mean? So it did, like watching that didn't make me like
I've
straight
never
kid, you know?
swore to my mother.
Right.
I've swore like around, like, we're like talking to. I've never been like, yeah, you bitch, mom. I
Yeah.
call her that, but she doesn't know I know.
Wait, you said that?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
said that?
yeah. I'm like,
You said-
mom,
you said-
you
you
bitch.
But you said it. You said the
Yeah,
word
yeah,
bitch.
yeah. No, but then she's so
Better hope
You've
Ron
not been
don't see
here,
this
but
episode.
Z and I have been doing this for like a couple months now.
yeah, it's good every time. But no, like even though like I've never been disrespectful.
Yeah.
I enjoy that stuff, but like I said, I saw South Park in theaters. I was 11, but that movie.
So you let all your kids watch this stuff, but are they
Right.
ever like, fuck you, Dad? Like, well, it's that
Jokingly-
look said
no,
yes.
No. So they know what's right and wrong.
Yeah.
Now, if we're just actually just yesterday, I was beating her in a video game and she got sick of it, so she
Who?
flipped me off. Macy, the 6-year-old.
Okay.
She
So
flipped me
your
off
6-year-old flipped you
with
off
a smile on her face because we were, we're playing.
As long as she does it with a smile.
But
it's
I
okay.
guess to be fair, Octavia did tell James the other day, "I'm gonna beat your ass."
Yeah. She wasn't eating, so I was like, "You better eat, or I'm gonna take your tablet away." And she's like, "You do that, I'm gonna beat your ass." And I was just kind of like, I look at Z, and Z's like,
I'm like, I'm out of this one.
I was like, did she just say what I think she said? He's like, I'm like 99% sure she told you she's gonna beat your
Your
ass.
6-year-old flips you off. What's
So
your response?
I
to that?
laughed.
He's like,
It was
"Bitch!"
unexpected. Ash is the one that usually like, hey, don't do that. So they know what
to do around dad and what to do around mom.
Yeah. You can only first of all, you can only do this to dad. Never if I'm never when I'm mad at you. Only when we're playing.
Yeah.
They're pretty good at that. So they've never yet to a stranger, to their teacher.
But she did it to you because Daddy's girl and I can get away with it. Like,
Oh, he'll do it too. I mean,
Okay.
yeah. Because I don't
Like that. I still loved him telling about Riley fucking doing, "You done fucked up, bitch," and she's 4.
So it's hard in my house right now because we're playing a lot of video games and I've yet to let them win one time. And
Oh, yeah,
I
no,
said,
you
one
can't
day
do
you will
that.
beat me.
I like that.
But
Let
I will
them
never hand you a win.
No.
So they're
You have to
trying.
earn that victory.
Daddy always wins. I said, yeah, it took me years and years to get this good.
Oh, I
You'll
don't
get
know.
there.
I still don't let Alyssa win.
Yeah.
Alyssa's like, "I'm good at Mortal Kombat." I'm like, "Bitch, you suck."
I actually think I should let him win like 1 or 2 times. I said, no. Not
Yeah.
any of them.
I don't let Stephanie win anything. I don't let her win anything.
No.
So do you then flip your 6-year-old off back? Did you?
No.
Okay. Because I would have probably.
What's that, Josh? When Octavia was little, more little than she is, he would like push her down on like on a pillow and be like, "This is what life's gonna do to you." She's like 3 or 2.
Hard lesson.
Yeah, he's like, "This is what life would do to you." And she's falling like a pillow and laugh, but
I mean, I guess it's as bad as us now, like putting her in arm bars and stuff, like tap or snap.
yeah, but no. Like I said, I don't watch what I watch around her.
Yeah.
I don't go, like crazy stuff, but
Well, like even when I come over, like I don't really hold back like the cuss words and stuff because she's never up until recently she's not been saying things, but
Yeah.
recently she's
she's been more in a repeat mode, so I gotta be more careful.
yeah.
But like same thing with video games. Like I'm not gonna maybe I wouldn't play Cyberpunk around her just because of how much nudity's in it.
Right.
My kid made a profile.
Yeah,
You told
I
me
heard.
that. You told-
Yeah, he wants to play the PP game.
As big and as black as he possibly can.
He's got the biggest biggest BBC.
His ass is fucking 4 foot white.
And then the whole time he started like, how do I take off my pants, Dad? Like, just wait until we get to your apartment.
Wait till he figures out the glitch where his pants aren't rendered in the
No,
game.
you just
and
take
he's
them off.
running around the city like, look, Dad, my dick's out in the game.
That's what he wanted. Yep.
Yeah,
running
but-
up to people like, ooh.
But like that game, maybe I would. Because like I said, like there's one random mission where you just walk in a room, you talk to a girl, then you have to have sex. There's no way around it. Like they don't even give you an option. You're just like, you're banging. So like that. But most other games, I play video games, shooters, everything like that.
Yeah.
Like Assassin's Creed around. Like I said, it's violent, but
Yeah, but the violence doesn't do anything. There's no.
It makes them violent, bro.
Nah,
Don't you know that?
nah. All the studies point there's nothing, no connection.
What?
Yeah.
Why am I so violent?
Well,
Yeah, I feel like it's better to teach them that early. Let them get their their fill of it, and let them know what wrong is, what real and fake is.
Well, and that's what a game is for even an adult. It's an escape to go blow off steam. You know what I mean? So if you play a UFC fighting game or whatever like that, like you like it and stuff, but You're not going to go out there and just start punching people in the face.
I do in my garage.
I will say, but we did do that.
No, people that you're not like agreed upon.
No.
You know what I mean? But
no, like I'm never been a violent person. Like I'm respectful to people I meet. Like I've never been the one to like even parents of friends. I'm never swearing in front of them or anything rude like that. Like my friends 100%. Like James is. I used to send James Snapchats all the time of look at this bitch.
But I think the thing is we all have our different styles.
Yeah.
And the extremes of anything isn't good. Like to shelter them and never see anything, you're gonna raise a little weirdo.
Right.
Expose them to everything, you're gonna raise another weirdo.
On the whole, a different type of weirdo.
Yeah, a different type of weirdo. But either extreme is not gonna be good results.
Yeah.
So it's a very personal choice, and you shouldn't have to. My point is, you shouldn't have to rely on a company holding your hand saying, we're only going to spoon feed you content that you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
You don't have to make a decision at all.
Like I said, I'm okay with
you're not responsible at all.
That's so stupid. That's what some people think should be the way.
Yeah.
That's dumb. That's not parenting.
That's not parenting at all.
Like I heard two different things from Disney. Either one, they were going to put all the R-rated stuff on Hulu. Like all the R-rated stuff will just be on Hulu because they own that too. Or they would put a password on your Disney Plus.
It's simple. What doesn't have parental controls? Everything has parental
like Disney Plus would be the one streaming platform I would be okay if they had me put a pen to watch an R-rated movie. That'd be the only one I'm like, okay, whatever, fine. Like if that was an option, because they have so much kid content.
I told my kids the password.
So my kid knows the password and she makes me look like a fool. When she went to unlock her tablet, and she's like,
well, Z1234 is not exactly.
Yeah, but I can remember it. But yeah, no. So she like the second she gets like, ta-da.
Put a pin in it, and 3 years whenever that movie come out, just wait for the parents uproar. I promise.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be 100%. Like I said, who's watched the PG Deadpool?
Oh, Once Upon a Time in Deadpool.
I know you have it on Vudu.
I haven't watched it.
So we'll talk one last thing a little bit. What has everybody been watching this week?
Supernatural for us, trying to get.
Where are you?
Few episodes after Sam came back.
Which time?
Out of the box.
Oh, okay. So about season 6, season 7?
I don't know what season we've just been watching.
All right.
So we're almost to where I left off.
Okay.
Yeah. That's but that I think that's it. That's
Okay.
all we've been watching. The last thing I watched, I finished Cobra Kai.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. Yeah. James?
What did I watch? Oh, fuck, I can't remember what I've watched this week.
What'd you watch today?
I worked today. I didn't watch anything.
He's been watching a lot of Batman the Animated Series.
I have been watching a lot of that because it's on HBO Max. I've been rewatching a lot of that stuff. Reliving the childhood. I did recently, yesterday, restart the Star Trek reboots.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. The new movies.
Yeah, the newer ones with the.
And before that, you watched all the Karate Kids.
Yep.
Minus the next Karate Kid. Oh, real quick, Karate Kid. What do you think about them maybe talking about doing a spin-off?
What, Mr. Miyagi?
No, they're talking about doing a Karate Kid spin-off.
Like a movie
or
a
TV show? Another
TV
TV show spin-off.
Off of Cobra Kai.
But one of the characters.
I don't know.
Kai.
They haven't really said what, but I'm like, no, please don't do that.
It'll probably be better than one with Jaden Smith and Jake Chan. So.
Mike likes that one.
I know.
Like a whole bunch of people like that.
I will say I'm with you, Mike.
Whole bunch of people.
A whole lot of them.
Okay. What have you been watching, Michael?
I just watched True Detective. I think I said it last time.
You finished it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So good. Woody Harrelson is so damn good.
I haven't seen it.
I know you said you watched Synchronic.
Watched Synchronic. It was pretty good. And I watched what was the movie? Carey Mulligan, Promising Young Woman.
Okay. How was that?
Weird.
Okay.
It wasn't bad. I didn't really know what kind of movie it was going to be.
Yeah, I just watched for the first time Ford vs. Ferrari.
You finally saw it?
Yep, we watched it.
And?
I enjoyed it. I just thought it was good.
I got teary.
Then I rewatched Boondock Saints and The Departed.
With Dez.
Yep.
First time he's seen Boondock Saints.
And The Departed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. By the way, so you've all seen the Boondock Saints movies?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Mike?
I've seen parts of them. I never just watched them chronologically, like the whole.
You should.
Okay.
They're solid
Really
movies.
good. So you think it's a good movie, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so if you had to give it like a Rotten Tomatoes score, what do you think?
I mean,
Me-
it might be
me-
hard to be
me-
cheating because I know about the.
Yeah, we
the
talked a
whole
little
Rotten
bit.
I
Tomatoes.
was saying, me and Pat were literally just talking about this
So,
today.
because okay, so
They have terrible Rotten Tomatoes.
So I think Rotten Tomatoes is the worst gauge, like for they give ratings for movies. I think IMDb is way more fair because there's tons of movies that I think are great and Rotten Tomatoes shits all over. Boondock Saints being one of them.
I feel similar to that with IGN and gaming scores because a lot of games they shit on hard.
Yeah, and they're way better. So Rotten Tomatoes gave it
26 and like 28.
20, and it's a
6 and 7, yeah,
on IMDb, which is way more realistic to what it should be.
So
well, you know how Rotten Tomatoes does it, right?
So
if
rating system is stupid.
If it's got an 80%,
way,
that means that 80% of the reviewers gave it a positive score above 60. Above 60.
Yeah.
The fuck does that mean?
Right. So they could have been
60%
dittering
every time.
Yeah. So I mean, I always look to see what it is, but I put more weight on the
Yeah.
IMDb versus Rotten.
Yeah, I don't get excited when it says it's certified fresh. Like, that means
All right.
shit.
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess-
and I find that Rotten Tomatoes just loves fucking suck critics' dicks.
They do
all day. Like,
yeah,
even if it's a good movie or not, the critics like it. They're like, oh well, we do too.
Yeah. The last thing, I guess, do you want to talk at all? Since last week you were not here to talk to Mike about Tenet.
But it kind of got out of my system.
I think
Okay.
kind of hashed it.
We got a lot
I
of
respect as wrong as his decision is, or
as wrong as you are.
I do respect it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I respect it. I never had a problem with what he said he had a
No,
problem with.
like I said, similar here. I still want to watch it one last time.
The same issues. It's just I fell on it. Even with the issues, I found it entertaining.
Yeah.
Well, we did too. Even like when we first, after we saw it, we had our first breakdown. Like we all agreed with the thing. Like the same things you didn't like. We're like, oh yeah, totally. Those are all correct.
Yeah.
But it didn't hit us as hard.
Yeah.
You know what I
No,
mean?
like I said, I still want to watch it one last time with Stephanie. To actually
Yeah,
sit through it
right.
again and home.
It is Nolan's worst movie. Not to say that's bad though. His worst movie is better than most people's best movie. So, but if you go through the catalog, The Prestige is better, Memento is better, Insomnia is better.
Yeah.
Dunkirk's better.
And then so next week we're gonna talk about WandaVision. And probably
y'all gonna suck it. Y'all gonna eat them words. Y'all gonna come in and be like, man.
Oh my god! I just want to watch it.
We were wrong.
See how bad it is.
What do you think? You think we're gonna come in and say it's amazing? Is that what you're saying?
You were right,
I
Mike.
was so
Blew my
wrong.
fucking mind.
Yeah, just like we're gonna say that about Black Widow in
Hey, I admitted
2022.
you were right
You
about
will.
Wonder Woman 2. I didn't really like that movie, but
But
WandaVision, not expecting much. I hope it's good.
I'm not that super excited about WandaVision. Like I'm gonna watch it, but
I'm excited for what it could be just because of knowing Scarlet Witch's comic history.
At this point, I just want to see it because we've talked about it a lot.
Yeah.
But you gotta think
But
about
that's
what
about
it is.
it.
Think about what it is though. This is the first actual Marvel property to come out since Endgame.
Yep.
It's been Endgame since we got
Well,
anything.
technically
You can
Spider-Man.
count Spider-Man
Yeah.
Far Home, I guess, but this is the first thing we got since Endgame.
Yep.
That's
What
Marvel
did
Studios.
we get? Are we getting one episode, a whole
2 episodes tomorrow, and then one a week.
episode a week.
Okay. And how long? Do we know how?
9
season is?
episodes.
9
9
episodes. Like I said, and you never watched Mandalorian, so you never actually seen the budgets and stuff that they actually will give these.
They get big budgets.
You know?
No, I know they're giving
Yeah.
some shows some pretty big budgets. You know.
And like I said, and Mandalorian was super solid.
They're throwing all of the money at these shows.
Yeah. Well, right now, what do they want to say? Throw money at it?
Well, even before all this, they had big budgets and were throwing money at
Like
it.
what?
I mean, like Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
Oh, Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Season 1 of Mandalorian had all the money.
Yeah.
Season 2, they just ramped it up.
Yeah.
Like I said, they get away with it a little bit more because the way they shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't actually shoot on a
Oh,
stage.
yeah, that's what
They
you
shoot
said.
in a giant dome.
Yeah.
And they just CGI everything, and they just build some
Mm-hmm. Like every year,
stage.
CGI is getting better and cheaper to do because of tools.
Well, like I said, they just have like a room, a giant warehouse, and they just put props inside that room, and then the rest of it's CGI.
Yeah.
And it, like I said, in all honesty, it's not bad. Like you can't be like, man, they weren't really in the desert.
Yeah.
You know.
I'll watch it. I just, gotta make time for everything. Get through Supernatural. Then I
You
can
watch
binge something
you
else.
watch Altered Carbon. Besides that, you should have
That
watched.
was my in between.
You should have watched Mandalorian.
Yeah,
it would have been better. You would have been happier.
Yeah. Now I just know I don't care for what's his name?
Anthony Mackie.
Much, yeah.
I think on top of WandaVision, we should probably watch that Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, 100%.
Inside or Outside the Wire or something like that.
Over the Wire.
Over the Wire. I think it might be Over the Wire.
Yeah, like I said, I'm down to watch that this weekend too.
I'm waiting for it to pop up in my torrents and watch it early. Watch it tonight. Usually, if it comes out, Friday morning, it'll pop up like a few hours early for me.
Are we gonna watch something to get? We talked about watching something together recently. I forget what it was. There's some movie we
I
were
don't
try to
remember.
get together to watch. Yeah.
Yeah, we can watch that together. Mike.
I'll let you hold my hand.
Sad. I'm excited to watch more things now with how the upstairs sound.
Yeah, it's good. Z got a new sound system.
Oh yeah, I need you to move all that upstairs down here for the fight. Man, yeah.
We should watch it upstairs.
Outside the Wire.
Okay. We can still set up. It's fine. We'll just move it upstairs.
You're gonna be able to listen to it.
I can move my computer up there. It's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. But all right, everybody. Well, it was nice having everybody back.
Yes.
Tell us which one of the Netflix movies you're super excited for. If you think WandaVision is actually going to be good or bad, and how do you think they're going to reintroduce Captain America?
All right.
Like, comment, subscribe,
and tune in on the 26th for a live stream of Connor and Dustin.
Dad Fight's back, bro.
Woo! Dad Fight.
Yeah. All right, everybody. See ya.
Later.